This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. Stand by. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system.
The following message has been given authorization for release at the request of myself, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the United States Government, and the National Weather Service. Effective as of 3:22 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I regret to inform the citizens of the United States that a cataclysmic and once-in-a-lifetime situation is currently taking place across the entire of the United States and possibly the rest of the world. At approximately 3:25 a.m. Central Daylight Time, numerous reporters, millions of storm spotters, the National Weather Service, and the public have described multiple massive, unprecedented, historic, cataclysmic, and unusually powerful tornadoes exhibiting supernatural size and strength, destroying or annihilating everything in their paths. The following information about these gargantuan tornadoes follow. Being 3 to 5 miles in diameter and packing indescribable wind speeds of 4 to 500 miles per hour and having the ability to eviscerate cities with the same energy as a nuclear bomb. Already millions if not billions of injuries and fatalities are occurring around the country and possibly the rest of the world, and many land features or marks that once stood will be unrecognizable or will be wiped from the face of the earth. One of the more notable tornadoes includes the two indescribable tornadoes that destroyed the New York and Newark metropolitan area, killing an unbelievable 3.4 million people and leaving billions of others severely injured. Because of these tornadoes exhibiting supernatural characteristics, the National Weather Services around the world are issuing warnings never heard before in the history of tornado warnings and tornado emergencies. National Weather Service around the world are issuing warnings such as extreme tornado emergencies, and this is a historic and once-in-a-lifetime situation, making this outbreak the most cataclysmic and historic one in the entire world, along with most of the hundreds of storm chasers tracking 5 unbelievably massive and indescribable tornadoes. One of those tornadoes being the one bearing down on Oklahoma City. This tornado is just a staggering 5.17 miles wide and containing velocities near 523 miles per hour. Residents of the city of Oklahoma, this is your last chance to evacuate now. If not, then you will 100% face certain death. My fellow Americans, this outbreak is like anything we've ever seen before in our nation's history. This outbreak makes the 2011 and the 1974 super outbreaks look weak in comparison to this. We never expected an outbreak to last this long and produce so many tornadoes at once. Even when we are dealing with a dark and unprecedented crisis, we will always rise to the occasion as one nation under God and rebuild the country back to its former glory once this deadly outbreak is over. We will come back from this stronger than ever, and if we unite together, we will get out of this crisis and go back to normal once again. Even if it takes months, or even years. Always remember to be positive and to have hope, even during these horrific times. Thank you for listening to this message, and as always, God bless America.
That was a message from a representative of the President. We now return to the emergency alert system. This concludes all operations of the emergency alert system. However, normal programming will be suspended indefinitely until this outbreak is over. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on this historic situation.